Right now, there are people across Australia logging into their myGov account and seeing a message they were not expecting, surprised a request to confirm their bank balance, and within hours, rumors start flying that Centrelink is now watching every dollar in your account every single day. So let's ask the real question. Can Centrelink actually check your bank account? And is there really a new rule starting on the 1st of August that changes everything? Stay with me for the next few minutes because the answer is not what most headlines are telling you. Curious. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly what Centrelink can see, what it cannot see, and what you should be doing right now to protect your payment. I am so glad you are here on Centrelink Pension Bulletin because this is exactly the kind of topic where a little bit of misinformation can cause a lot of unnecessary worry, reassuring. And today, we are going to clear it all up together. Let's start with the biggest myth going around. Many people believe Centrelink has a live camera, so to speak, into your bank account, that every time money moves in or out, someone at Services Australia sees it instantly. That is simply not true. Centrelink does not have a direct real-time window into your personal bank account. Your bank does not send Centrelink a running list of every transaction you make. But here is where it gets interesting. While Centrelink cannot watch your account like a live broadcast, it does have several powerful ways of checking on your financial situation. And understanding these methods is what actually matters. The first thing to understand is something called data matching. This is not new. It has existed for years, but it has become far more advanced recently. Data matching means Services Australia compares information from different sources, your bank, the Australian Taxation Office, and your own Centrelink records. If something does not line up, a flag gets raised. For example, if your bank reports interest earned on your savings account to the tax office and that figure does not match what you told Centrelink your balance was, that mismatch can trigger a review, not because someone is watching you personally, but because a computer system noticed a difference. Now, here is a question worth asking yourself. When was the last time you actually checked what balance you have listed with Centrelink? For many pensioners, it has been months, sometimes longer, and that gap is exactly where problems can quietly begin. Let's talk about what triggers these reviews, because this is where a lot of the confusion is coming from. Centrelink regularly asks certain payment recipients to confirm their bank account balances. This is often called a bank account balance update. If you receive one of these requests, it usually appears as a message in your myGov inbox or as a task on your Centrelink online account homepage. It is not a punishment. It is a routine part of how the system checks that your payment amount still matches your circumstances. Here is something that surprises a lot of older Australians. Even if your balance has not changed much at all, you might still be asked to reconfirm it. Why? Because Centrelink works on a rolling schedule. Different people get reviewed at different times based on things like how long it has been since your last update or whether your payment type carries a higher review frequency. So if you get this request, please do not panic. It does not mean you have done anything wrong. Now let's address the elephant in the room, the idea of new rules starting from the 1st of August. Across social media and various websites, you may have seen bold claims of a sudden crackdown beginning on this exact date. Here is the honest truth, and I want to be very clear with you about this. There is no single dramatic new law that switches on overnight and suddenly gives Centrelink new bank spying powers on the 1st of August. What is actually happening is something a little less dramatic, but still very important to understand. Throughout the year, Services Australia continues to strengthen its data matching systems. This has been an ongoing process, not a one-day switch. Compliance checks, income reviews, and asset reviews have been increasing gradually as technology improves. Separately, many payment rates, income thresholds, and asset limits go through regular indexation. This usually happens on the 1st of July and again in March and September for pensions. These adjustments can change how much you are allowed to have in savings before it affects your payments. So when people talk about August bringing new rules, what they are often really referring to is the flow-on effect of these earlier adjustments finally being applied to individual accounts, along with an increase in automated compliance letters being sent out around this time of year. It is less about a brand new law and more about the system catching up with people whose details have not been updated in a while. This matters because if your last review was some time ago and your bank balance has changed since then, even by a modest amount, you could receive a request to update your details in the coming weeks. Let me ask you something else to think about. Do you know exactly what counts as an asset in Centrelink's eyes? Because this trips up more people than you would expect. It is not just your everyday bank account. Term deposits, savings accounts, shares, and even money held in family arrangements can all be counted. If any of these have changed and you have not reported it, that is often where the mismatch comes from, not some new secret surveillance tool. So what should you actually be doing right now today to make sure you are not caught off guard? First, log into your myGov account and check your inbox. Many important notices, including bank balance update reminders, are now sent digitally rather than by post. If you are not checking this regularly, you could easily miss a request. Second, take a moment to review what balances you currently have listed with Centrelink. Compare them to your actual bank statements. If there is a noticeable difference, it is far better for you to update this yourself than to wait for a system to flag it. Third, if you do receive a letter or online message asking you to confirm your bank balance, respond to it promptly. These updates usually only take a few minutes. Delaying can sometimes lead to your payment being paused until the update is completed. Now, I know for many of our viewers, technology can feel a little overwhelming. If you are not confident using myGov online, you are not alone. Many pensioners feel exactly the same way. You do have options. You can call the Older Australians line or ask a trusted family member to help you log in and check your account together. There is no shame in asking for help with this. It is far better than accidentally missing an important update. Let's also talk about something reassuring, because this video is not meant to scare you. For the vast majority of pensioners who report their information honestly and keep their details reasonably up to date, none of this changes very much at all. The system is designed to catch genuine mismatches, not to punish honest mistakes or small fluctuations in your savings. Centrelink has stated that the purpose of these checks is to make sure the right amount of money goes to the right person. That includes protecting you from underpayment just as much as it protects the system from overpayment. Here is something else worth knowing. If a review does find a discrepancy, it does not automatically mean your payment stops immediately. Usually you will receive a request for more information first. This gives you a chance to explain the situation, correct any errors, or provide updated documents. It is only when someone repeatedly ignores requests or when there is a clear and significant unexplained gap between what was reported and what the data shows that more serious consequences like payment suspension come into play. So the real lesson here is not fear, it is preparation. A few minutes now, checking your myGov inbox and confirming your details are accurate can save you a lot of stress later. Let me leave you with one more thought before we wrap up. Many of the alarming headlines you might see online are written to grab attention rather than to genuinely inform you. Some of them use dramatic words like crackdown or spy powers because that gets more clicks. Our goal here on this channel is different. We want you to understand exactly what is real so you can make calm, confident decisions about your own payments.
To summarise everything we have covered today, Centrelink does not have a live, constant view into your bank account. What it does have is a smarter and more connected data matching system that compares information from banks, the tax office, and your own records. There is no single dramatic new law starting on the 1st of August, but ongoing compliance activity and indexation changes mean more people may receive review requests around this time of year. The best thing you can do is check your myGov inbox regularly, keep your bank balances updated, and respond quickly if you are asked to confirm anything. If this video helped clear up some of the confusion for you, please give it a thumbs up. It genuinely helps more pensioners find this channel and get accurate information instead of scary headlines. And if you have not already, please subscribe to Centrelink Pension Bulletin. We publish new videos regularly, breaking down exactly what is happening with your payments in plain, simple language, without the panic and without the jargon. I would also love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you received a bank balance update request recently? Or has something you saw online worried you about this topic? Let us know, and we will do our best to answer your questions in a future video. Coming up next, we are going to look closely at exactly how much money you are allowed to have in savings before it affects your age pension, broken down clearly so you know precisely where you stand. You will not want to miss that one. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you in the next video.